So it's a long weekend, thank God, and the plan for today is that I'm gonna go to the city, meet up with my brother and just do some chill things, be in nature and stuff like that. We'll figure it out. This morning I completed a few tasks that were on my to-do list for quite a while now. I am in need of white sneakers and black boots, and I actually found one for each, so I'm pretty happy about that. I didn't order them yet, but I'm probably going to do that next month. I like to do this just to have a bit of space between the idea and buying it, because I don't want to buy things that I don't really want or I don't really need just because I want them in the moment. So this kind of helps me make better purchases. I also ordered some books because I'm starting to run out of them. I am currently reading .com Secrets by Russell Brunson, and I have to say it is a good book, but I am not as far in the entrepreneurial journey that I need this knowledge that is in here. So I actually ordered Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson, which is, I think, the first book of this trilogy. Yeah, that is what I'm excited to start reading, because it is about client acquisition and that is what I need information on. So yeah, I ordered that book and another one as well. So right now I'll read for a while, then eat lunch and then go into the city, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We jumped a few months into the future now, because I already recorded these clips and most of the footage you see in this video in May and June, and it's already the 10th of August. So in that time a lot has happened, which I'm gonna cover in the next episode. But I just want to talk a little bit about where I were in May and June and what brought me these results. So compared to what you saw in the last episode, I did manage to progress quite a bit, at least in my eyes, and compared to my previous rate of progression, I got to a point where I could start attempting the full planche and the full front lever. And although these attempts are just attempts, and I wouldn't call them unlocking the skill, because yeah, in the front lever I was far from it, and in the planche I guess I was a bit closer, but I wouldn't call it like a proper, stable, good form 3-second hold, which is where I would draw the line for unlocking a certain skill. My straddles got quite a bit easier to hold, and the form is improved significantly in my opinion. And I think the biggest realization for me in this period was the importance of time under tension. Most of the time I was training sub-maximally, and I did not attempt the full planche, I did not attempt the full front lever, none of that shit. Instead I was focusing on getting a lot of quality volume in easier progressions. So in the majority of the time I was training with bands and with easier progressions. Now since then I realized that I was relying too much on bands and I was kind of overusing them. I was training with quite heavier bands, which is not the most optimal way to train, because it's less specific to what you will actually hold without the band. Another important thing I realized was that I was going until or close to failure with every single set, even with easier progressions. So the important thing to realize is that it's not enough to train with easier progressions, because you can go way too intense with those easier progressions as well. Like if you're holding an advanced stack planche, for example, for 15 seconds, that is a very intense set, probably. Maybe for some of you it isn't, but for me it would be. So it's better to think about intensity as how close you are getting to your maximum. So if you can hold a straddle front lever for 5 seconds, that's your max. You might want to hold it for just 3 seconds, which is about 70% of your maximum. And so this way of thinking will make sure that you will not overtrain. So remember, an easier progression does not equal less intensity.
Úgy, azaz, most volt jó, most jó. Azaz, jó, ezt mondom.